Welcome to Football 247, your go-to source for today's top international football news. We're here to bring you the latest and most accurate updates from the world's biggest football stages. From thrilling matches and stunning goals to exciting transfer news and the freshest developments from major leagues around the globe. Man City's third-place finish feels like a title, Guardiola addresses. Jack Grealish's future Manchester City manager, Pep Guardiola, has admitted that finishing third in the Premier League feels like winning a title. The Spanish coach also addressed the future of England international Jack Grealish, whose place at the Etihad appears increasingly uncertain. Grealish was left out of City's squad for their final Premier League match of the season against Fulham, raising serious doubts about his future. Guardiola, visibly irritated by speculation suggesting he's unhappy with Grealish, implied that the English winger might leave this summer. Guardiola insisted that Grealish's omission was part of regular squad rotation. However, he made it clear that the club's record £100 million signing from August 2021 needs to be playing regularly, whether that's at Manchester City or elsewhere. "I always have 5 or 6 players staying at home," Guardiola explained. "This time I made that decision, nothing more. Of course, Jack Grealish has to play football, that's a fact. Jack and some others have to play every 3 days. That didn't happen this season. They have to do that here or somewhere else. But that's a question for Jack and the club. If Jack stays, we'll be fine, and he'll continue to fight like he has from the first day he came here." When asked if he was unhappy with Grealish, Guardiola responded angrily, "Don't ask me about Jack Grealish. Who said I'm not happy with him? Rico Lewis wasn't picked. James McAtee played brilliantly against Aston Villa and Wolves. Why don't you ask about McAtee? This isn't personal. I have 24 players. I had to leave 6 out in the previous game and 5 today, and I didn't even have Kovacic. I treat Jack like I do Kusanov, McAtee, and all the others who weren't selected. But now you say I'm picking on him? That's not the case. I had to leave out 5 because Kovacic was suspended. I think about Jack, Kusanov, and McAtee. There's no personal issue with Jack Grealish. I fought to bring him here, and I fought for him to stay this season and the next. I said I wanted Jack. He didn't come to Fulham because I didn't select him. There's no other reason. What happens next is up to Chiki Begiristain, City's sporting director, Hugo Viana, City's incoming sporting director, and the scouts. However, the Daily Star reported that despite Guardiola having no personal issue with the 29-year-old winger, a recent conversation between the two made it clear that a fresh start elsewhere might benefit both parties. City's leadership will likely look to recoup a significant portion of the £100 million they paid to sign Grealish from Aston Villa. They may have to accept a financial loss, and a loan move isn't out of the question, with City potentially covering part of his wages. Grealish, for his part, is eager for a move that would allow him to play regularly, boosting his chances of being selected for Thomas Tuchel's England squad for the 2026 World Cup in the US, Canada and Mexico. Meanwhile, Guardiola declared that finishing third in the Premier League felt like winning a title. He expressed relief that City secured a Champions League spot for next season, especially after fearing a mid-table finish following defeats to Arsenal and Liverpool earlier this year. He took pride in his team's unity from March onwards, which saw them go unbeaten in their final 11 Premier League games. "It's a relief," Guardiola said. "Qualifying for the Champions League is like winning the Premier League. That's the truth. I knew back in January and February it felt like we couldn't win the title or even fight for it. People might think, I don't want to fight anymore, maybe just settle for the Europa League. But we kept going, kept playing well, and we made it. We finished third, not far behind Arsenal, though quite a distance ahead of Liverpool. We need to improve, and hopefully we can. After trophyless season, Ronaldo hints at Al Nassr exit superstar Cristiano Ronaldo has sparked a wave of speculation with a cryptic social media post, suggesting he may be preparing to leave Al Nassr. On his X account, the Portuguese striker wrote, "This chapter is closed, the story still being written, grateful for everything." The message came shortly after Al Nassr suffered a 2-3 defeat to Al Fateh in the final round of the season. Notably, Ronaldo scored the opening goal in that match, his 800th career goal at club level, but Al Nassr squandered their lead in the final 10 minutes. The 2024 season ended with Al Nassr finishing third behind Al Ittihad and champions Al Hilal. Once again, Ronaldo's side finished the domestic campaign empty-handed, an underwhelming outcome considering the striker's incredible individual contribution, 24 goals and the Saudi Pro League Golden Boot. Behind the scenes, Ronaldo's future appears increasingly uncertain. Since joining Al Nassr in early 2023 following a dramatic exit from Manchester United, he has continued to deliver exceptional goal-scoring performances. However, the lack of collective success seems to be weighing heavily on him and prompting a reassessment of his future. Ronaldo's current contract with Al Nassr is set to expire this summer, and while reports suggest both sides are close to reaching a renewal, recent comments by FIFA President Gianni Infantino have reportedly unsettled the Ronaldo camp. In an unexpected conversation with popular streamer iShowSpeed, Infantino stunned fans by claiming Ronaldo could still participate in this summer's Club World Cup in the US, despite Al Nassr not qualifying. "Ronaldo can play for a club at the Club World Cup. Discussions are ongoing," Infantino said. When pressed further, he added, "Yes, there's a possibility Cristiano Ronaldo will be part of the Club World Cup." This statement has fueled speculation that Ronaldo could move to a qualified club, such as one in Brazil. According to Marca Spain, at least one unnamed Brazilian club has submitted an offer for CR7. Botafogo, one of Brazil's 4 Club World Cup representatives, is rumoured to be a potential destination. Botafogo manager Renato Paiva did not rule out the possibility. Christmas is still far away. But if Ronaldo were to come, you couldn't say no to a player of his caliber. "I don't know anything. I'm just answering the question." But as a coach, we all want the best players. Regardless of his age, Ronaldo is still a goal machine. With a team that creates chances, he'll definitely shine. As speculation intensifies, Ronaldo's cryptic post has only added fuel to the fire. Will CR7 continue his journey in Saudi Arabia? Or will he begin a new chapter, perhaps in Brazil or at another Club World Cup qualified club? The answer may not come immediately, but one thing is certain: Cristiano Ronaldo's football story is still being written. Why Ancelotti left Neymar? Out Neymar's absence from Brazil's squad for the June international window has surprised many fans and football pundits alike. Head coach Carlo Ancelotti explained the decision. "For this call-up, I chose players who are currently in top form. Neymar is just returning from injury, everyone knows his talent, and we still have faith in him." According to Ancelotti, Neymar's omission does not mean the former PSG star no longer has a role to play in Brazil's future. He emphasised that Neymar remains a key part of Seleção's long-term plans as they look ahead to the 2026 World Cup. The Italian coach expressed hope that Neymar will come back stronger and help Brazil achieve success on the international stage. Neymar, who is currently playing for Santos under a contract that runs until the end of June, has been through a difficult spell plagued by injuries and inconsistent form. Despite still being regarded as one of the world's top players, his health issues have hampered his ability to perform consistently. With the 2026 World Cup approaching, Neymar is working hard to regain full fitness and form, aiming to prove his worth once again in the national team jersey. Former Brazil striker Julio Baptista believes Neymar still possesses the special qualities needed to lead Brazil's attack. Neymar is capable of playing at the World Cup. He's the best player in the national team, so we need to find a way to make the most of him, Baptista said. Brazil are targeting 6 points in the upcoming qualifiers to solidify their path to the 2026 World Cup. They currently sit fourth in the standings, 10 points behind leaders Argentina. Ancelotti's men will face Ecuador on June 6th and Paraguay on June 11th. And that wraps up all the major football highlights of the day. Don't forget to follow us so you won't miss any of the hottest updates from the pitch. If you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to hit like and subscribe for more exciting football news every day.